So as you can probably guess by now, this was quite a long little chat we had. We had fun with it, and we kept it going for quite a long time. So I tried to find a place where we could cut it and make little manageable and watchable sections so I could post. So without further ado, picking up from where we left off the last one, here's the next one.
Want to make money, or do you want to?
There's that other word, the sellout.
Sell out.
So many people say that bands sell out, but did they sell out, or are they just really moving in on and doing what they want when they want because they can?
There were
like the Metallicas. They got blamed a couple times.
There was a couple bands like there was one called Darcy's Playground that had a song out called "Sex and Candy."
Yeah.
But if you ever heard the rest of that album, it was nothing like that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's.
Now there's one I only heard that one song from them.
Yeah, the rest of the album
I smell
is
sex
a little heavier.
Candy.
Yeah, and it was like that's quite the vehicle to make them. That and Sugar Ray, that.
Oh yeah.
The rest of that album was not like that song that was popular.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, back in the day when you got an album, you went out and go, oh, okay, that's a little catchy song on the radio. Let me go out and get that album. And 9 times out of 10, me personally, I usually liked at least 6 other songs way better than the popular one.
When Kiss came out with Beth, how many other Kiss songs can you name with piano in them? I can think of one off the top of my head. Christine 16. Other than that,
yeah.
I would have to really sit down and listen. I'm sure Troy Andrade out there could probably pick one out for me.
Yep.
But you know, you would hear that song Beth, and then you would pick up the album and you'd see that cover and be like, what? Wait, this is the guy that?
Yeah.
These no.
No.
Yeah.
Why am I? Yeah. That's like, oh, who was it? Oh man. Oh damn it! I can't remember. I went to a Motley Crue concert, and it was shit.
Depending on the venue, it probably was.
Well, Vince sounded horrible. His voice was like shot. The rest of the stuff was pretty good. It's just Vince's. He was having a rough night, but it was Theory of a Dead Man. And then this band. But I can't remember who it was. I'm drawing a blank.
Remember one of their songs?
No, but it was, the thing is I was like, oh, this is going to suck. I listened to Theory. I was like, cool. And then the other band came out. I think it began with like an H or something. But anyway, the other band came out. I'm like, oh, this is going to suck. Because the song on the radio was one of those lovey-dovey bullshit pop songs.
Oh yeah, Volbeat.
And then the next thing I hear, they start playing, and I'm like, whoa, this isn't what I was expecting. This is pretty cool. They're rocking it. And then as they got towards the end, do you want to hear?
You want to hear the hit?
And then everybody was like going fucking bananas, and they played, and I was like, oh.
We'll play the hit now.
I don't want to play. I don't want to hear this. But
we want to go, but we know we can't get out unless we play the hit. You want to hear the hit? Okay,
and,
here's the hit.
But the rest of their stuff, I was like, I could actually listen to these guys. Not that song on the radio. But yeah, that just drives me insane. And of course, it was like a reverse thing because all the little girls that loved their little love ballad on the radio were going, I don't like this other stuff.
Yeah.
And then when that song came on, they were up screaming and bouncing around. But yeah, before that they were like, ugh. We were like flipped. Because when they were excited, I was like holding my head, plugging my ears. But yeah, that was a shocker to me, though. I was surprised.
Spring Fling.
Spring Fling. Spring Fling. Blind View's original Spring Fling.
Available nowhere.
Available nowhere. Well, you can get the recipe. You watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Mirror Alley, you need to watch the video.
Or like they all say, smash that like button.
Smash that like. Where's the box I need to mash?
The Monster Mash.
When I lived in Georgia.
Hold on, before you do that.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Music has definitely changed over the years. And that, my friends, was a truth bomb.
Jägermeister, the NyQuil when you don't have a cold.
I don't care what you guys say about the Germans. They know how to drink.
Or, if we're back on the country music, drank.
Drank.
Death to sobriety. La, 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 la. Tasty.
Drinking the bomb. Yeah.
Refreshing.
Oh. That is quite tasty and refreshing. All right, I brought it up a little bit. What is your opinion on? Well, I guess we can narrow. I mean, you might have some other examples, but we'll narrow it down to Metallica for right now. I'll use them as an example. Since they had that longevity, started out with, the Trapped Under Ice and Fight Fire with Fire and all that. And then moved her way up and cut all her hair off and did Whiskey in a Jarro and then kind of went all kind of different ways, up and down and in and out, and people called them sellouts and all that other stuff. Or is it just where they got so popular and so rich and to the point where they were like, don't care, we can do whatever we want. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you do, suck it. Here's a bag of dicks, go ahead and suck it.
I like the fact that they I think what they did was they just experimented. Everybody hates. I mean, everybody's heard Saint Anger.
Everybody hates. Heard.
Yeah. So they experimented with something, and like I heard Lars somewhere on TV. I apologize for the tuning of the snare. So they tried something. They have gotten far enough where they can fuck up and people cared, but
they didn't lose no fans over it.
It wasn't like unforgivable. It's not like they were all out there tickling children and like the Subway guy or whatever, but
right.
They started off metal up your ass, fight fire with fire. They had that whole kind of thing going on. Remember Hetfield had a
bang your head against the stage.
Oh man, he had an acne problem that just looked like he had caught in a face full of BBs or something.
Yeah.
That clears up. Then the hair gets cut. The dress gets more professional. Because, there was a time when they were always just jeans and T-shirts. Now,
well, they all got kids and wives and all that stuff, and their family people, and so
they changed.
Things change.
They changed, and they adapted to the change. And you see, they tried to make they tried to go back and recreate some of the old magic. And
yeah.
Whether they were successful or not, more or less, the money will tell you that. But the fact that they try and they're forgiven just goes to show you just like how talented they are.
Yeah, I mean they do catch a lot of shit for a lot of things.
They smile.
They caught shit about the Napster thing.
Oh yeah, thanks Lars.
They caught a whole bunch of shit about that. Hey, I don't blame them one bit, man. I mean, putting that shit out there and just having people steal it and go, yeah, whatever. But anyway, they got shit about that. They got shit about, selling out, changing their this, changing their that, cutting their hair, doing that. But I guess like we said, they catch a lot of shit, but nobody really ever leaves. They're not like, I'm not going to listen to them. They just bitch about it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they adapted, they changed, they tried to go back. I don't know where they stand right now. I can't remember. What was the last one? Death Magnetic?
I don't know. I mean, I listened to it, but I was a big Metallica fan. Right around in the Master of Puppets era is when I kind of like faded off and was like, yeah, they're okay. I listen to it, but I don't go out of my way to, you know,
Oh,
they put out something new, I listen and go, oh, not too bad, or
so
yeah.
once Cliff was gone, so were you.
Yeah, pretty much, kind of in there. I mean, they had their movie and then their little live shows and stuff like that I watch and check out. But yeah, pretty much after Master of Puppets, what was after that?
Justice for All.
Yeah, I liked about half of that.
They were fucking with the bass player, from what I understand, and they mixed him in under the you know.
Yeah, right around there is when I kind of lost interest. I am one of the few that did go, eh. But I do that with a lot of people, a lot of bands, a lot of everything, TV shows. I mean, I'm one of those people that I hate everything. I seem to hate everything that everybody else loves. Like, we'll say, like Game of Thrones, can't stand it. Don't watch it. I watched it for a while, and I found it boring. The Walking Dead, watched it for a while. It jumped a shark and just fell off for me. Everything that everybody just raves about and cannot live without, they set their TiVos and they got their watches and their phones are going off because it's coming on and they're all rushing home. Albums coming out, I got to go buy it because all that stuff that everybody loves, I seem to hate for some reason. It's not on purpose either. It just happens that way.
Yeah. I was kind of like that with Slayer. I was in for Rain of Blood, and once God Hates Us All, I was kind of out. You know?
I kind of go in and out with them myself. I mean, I like some of their stuff, and some of their stuff is whatever. But yeah, I'm back and forth with them too.
A lot of my attention gets diverted from a band or from stuff when I hear crap about the people. Like once Hanneman died, I heard Kerry King. I heard a lot of foul stories about Kerry King, and I don't need the drama. When Tom Cruise got all judgy with who is that guy? Oh, you're glib about that. You know, that was another. I can do without that drama, and I don't need to hear about his crap anymore. And
yeah, I get you, but that comes to me anyway. That comes back to where, I mean, if it's really over the top craziness bullshit, yeah, but I'm not. They're never going to come hang out with me. They don't know my name. They really don't give a shit. I'm not going to be invited over to their house for Thanksgiving or anything. I don't get a fucking Christmas card. So I really don't care what they do, who they screw. I don't care if they're serial killers. I don't care. As long as they keep putting out music that I like, I really don't care. That's just me, though. I mean.
Yeah, with me, it's when I see them or when I hear them, I associate stuff, and I'd rather not. So that's kind of where certain people in entertainment lose me when they get all nutsy about stuff and it's big in the news because the news has got nothing better to do.
Yeah, I mean, if I did that though, I probably wouldn't watch anything or listen to hardly anybody because they're all a bunch of fucking morons.
Yeah.
What we do here is go back.